Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Last time we arrived here in the Western Corvus Highlands and did the menial task for the people here. Yeah. And finished the level 52 quest for the Dragoon. With Heustienne. Okay. Come on! Oh. A way to draw out your comrade's strength. Such an approach had never occurred to me. And small wonder perhaps, for we Dragoons are taught to be relentless in offense. In order to bring down dragons, we strive to jump higher and strike harder. That doesn't mean you can't jump together. But in single-minded pursuit of what I believed to be perfection, it would seem I ended up fighting only with my lance. So focused was I upon delivering that next blow, I rendered myself blind to other possibilities. You've opened my eyes. If I'm to transcend my limits, it's plain I must cast aside my preconceptions. But the hour grows late. I must need to return to the congregation. Would you care to accompany me? Okay, but let's return to the Falcon's Nest. I must applaud your initiative, Mr. Shadowstar. Rotate tells me you have been quite busy. Alas, we have not the time to thank you properly. I have a task which I would commit all able-bodied men and women, you and Lord Artoirel included. Let's hear it. Calm as ever, even when you must surely sense the gravity of the situation. A veteran through and through, just as Lord Artoirel said. Good. We have lost contact with a reconnaissance party sent north to Riversmeet in search of a heretic hideaway. Whether they were attacked or met some other misfortune, we know not. But regardless of the course, we must act swiftly, for this is a harsh, unforgiving land, which can and has claimed the lives of many men. To ensure we find our missing knights as quickly as possible, I have assigned each party a different area to search. You and Lord Artoirel will be working together. Seek him out when you're ready to depart, and good luck. My lord? It seems we have been assigned the area near Camp Riversmeet, Mr. Shadowstar. Lest you are unaware, the camp was one of many our knights were forced to abandon when we withdrew from Corvus Western Highlands. One of the many sacrifices make it in the wake of a calamity. Would not surprise me if our knights took shelter there. I believe I've gone through where there are these. There were wolves there and destroyed Etherite. If it is the same camp. I'd already had this. Other place that should bring us in the right direction, and I jump off it. But when we're close. Yeah, this is the camp I've went through. Down with us. Of course he's up there. Okay, let's find the way up there. There below us. Camp Rivers meet, or what remains of it. I see no way to descend the cliff safely from here. Should we fall, a beast below would make short work of us. Come, I know the path to the east. I just came from there. I was just... If the reconnaissance party came this way, I see no sign of it. Still, it's possible that the recent storms have obscured their trail, or that took an alternative route. Until we investigate the camp, we won't know for sure. The camp appears to be deserted, yet I cannot shake the feeling that... Okay, I search. Where is the knight? Are you all right? I heard sounds of a struggle. Thank the few. I thought no one would come. Three heretics slain and one knight saved, just like that. You certainly live up to your reputation, Mr. Shadowstar. What happened here, sir? Is there no one else? We were caught in a furious blizzard north of here, my lord. Not but white all around until we saw shapes moving toward us, running with naked steel in their hand. I cut down a few of the bastards who came close, but the others... There was shouting and screaming, but after a while I could only hear unfamiliar voices. I found my way to the camp, hoping to hide while the storm passed. But the heretics tracked you here. My lord, the heretics hideaway is somewhere to the north. We must move quickly before the snow buries all traces of their passing. For my brothers, we must... Have faith, sir. Justice will be done, but first we must see to your safety. Okay, you bring the man to safety, I check the tracks. He has the right of it, Mr. Shadowstar. Whatever remains of Heretic's trail will be gone with the next snowfall. But we cannot very well leave our friend here. I will see him to Falcon's Nest and gather reinforcements. In the meantime, I will have you search the area to the north of the camp for signs of the attack. Should you pick up the Heretic's trail, do not wait for me. Follow it back to their lair forthwith. I realize that this plane may place you in considerable danger, but I see no alternative. Rest assured, we will not be far behind. And Serenia, thank you. You're welcome. Much better man than his brother. But I guess maybe even the younger brother never had anything to look forward to and became complacent, I guess. That is what I would see in him right now. Fresh footprints at the dead night. Ah, come on. There we are. I bet you have to trigger them one after another. Otherwise it doesn't count. The spineless heretic is the toughest of them all. You will lead us right into a trap. Sorry, in a hurry. Fool! You had them right to us! No, I won't. Hello, I thought.
Looking for me, I presume.
Ah, the child who glimpsed the truth.
No, it cannot be.
She cameth unto me, as didst thou. Alike in gifts, yet set upon different paths.
He speaks true, warrior of light. Like you, I have been blessed with the echo. The visions terrified me at first. They came without warning. I wondered what I had done to deserve them. But I had no time to ponder such things, once the calamity came. The land turned against us, and in a matter of hours, Falcon's Nest was buried under 10 fulms of ice and snow. We had no choice but to flee for Ishgard. We came to the wall, and while we searched for a way through, there was an avalanche. And then I was alone. So I set forth for Dravania. I knew full well what might happen where I found. But I could not survive on my own. I was found, of course. And not by a mere dragon, but by the great worm Hreisvelger. And it was then that I knew why I had been given this gift. For with it I heard his voice, and saw the truth through his eyes. I was chosen to deliver this revelation to the people, to bring dragon and man together as they once were, and should ever be.
Killing civilians won't bring them together.
It wasn't supposed to be like that. You have to believe me. It was beyond my control. Children taught to fear the skies, who saw their loved ones slaughtered. Yet the Dravanians, though they know where the fault truly lies, fell upon them with such fury.
Men die, and their children forget. But we are everlasting. To us, then is as now. Thou canst not comprehend the violation, the outrage, the fury.
I will make this right. I am neither a saint nor a savior, just another sinner. Yet I will not forsake this cause. I cannot. I will see this cycle broken and peace restored. We can do naught else, for we are now as one.
Mr. Shadowstar, praise alone you are alive. We came as swiftly as we could, but I see we are too late. So they were locking the cellar of his farmhouse. 'Tis a pity Lady Isard escaped, but we must not let that detract from your accomplishments. We have them on the run. You have dealt our foe a telling blow this day, my friend, and I shall see that your efforts are recognized. Best not tell them we let her escape. I do not think they're devils. I actually think she has a good point. She refuses to tell us. Probably because we would not believe, or... The knights have met us here well in hand. Let us return to Falcon's Nest and share our discoveries with the Red World. Come, after trekking across mounds of ice and snow, I would say you are due for a few hours of rest and respite. Let's return to camp. Oh, and before I forget it another time. Lord Artoirel, Mr. Shadowstar, full glad am I to see you both hale and hearty. What news? Do you mean to say you hunted the heretics down on your own and slew them before reinforcements could arrive? By the Fury! I believe we have made great strides toward purging these lands of heretics, and I mean to say as much when I deliver my report to Father and the Holy See. As will I, Lord Artoirel. May it serve to remind our superiors what houses do and dare and fortimes could achieve through continued cooperation. Indeed. I trust you and your knights are content to handle the rest? We most certainly are, my lord. During your short time with us, you and Mr. Shadowstar have accomplished far more than I had thought possible. I cannot in good conscience impose upon you any longer. Pray return to Ishgard with my thanks. As you wish, Sir Redwald. We thank you for your hospitality. Okay. Let's return to town. Mistress Shadowstar, I would speak plainly. From the first, I questioned your motives and your competence. Unjustly, I now realize. Rumors have a way of growing more fantastic as they spread, and quite frankly, those surrounding you beggar belief. But Oshafon swore that all the stories were true. He championed your cause and begged Father to grant you patronage. And he duly listened because for all his wisdom, he has never been able to say no to my dear half-brother. The legacy of my father's sole indiscretion. Mother hated him, of course. Even on her deathbed, she refused to acknowledge him. And, to be honest, she was not alone in her feelings. But that's not the worst of it. At Camp Riversmeet, when we came upon the wounded knight, I knew immediately that one of us would have to pursue the heretics alone. An onerous task, fraught with danger. And there you were, the savior of Eorzea and honored guest of House Phantoms. My new comrade in arms, Horshaford's friend. I told myself it was all a test, but a part of me hoped you would fail. Yet you accepted the task without a word of protest, nor a sign of fear, and you duly tracked the enemy down, faced him alone, and lived to tell the tale. Plainly, Orshafront had the right of it all along. That I doubted your strength bespeaks mine own weakness. But I will not doubt you again, Mistress Shadowstar. On that you have my word. You're a good guy. Okay. We do that next episode here. I wanted to meet Heustienne or whatever her name was. I still struggle with her name. Heustienne. Here. Welcome to the home of the Dragoons. I had a mind to show you the premises, but my father has paid me a sudden visit. This is my father, Montague. Father, allow me to present you my mentor, the Azure Dragoon, Serenia. 'Tis an honor and a pleasure both to make your acquaintance. I hope you will forgive me for inconveniencing your plans. But what is a father to do? Dedicated to her duty as she is, my daughter scarcely comes home, so I must go to her. Father, please, we've spoken about this. I but strive to be a dragoon worthy of a name, as you yourself were. All that I do to honor you. My child, you would honor me best by taking care of yourself. Well, I shan't overstay my welcome. Seeing you hale and hearty is enough. Till next time. He is so kind to me, even though I share not his blood. Like so many others, I was orphaned by the war. I would have died long ago, cold and alone, had he not found me and taken me in. All that I have, I owe to him. It was for no other reason than to honor my father that I followed in his footsteps and became a dragoon. But if I'm to live up to his legacy, if I'm to protect Ishgard as he once did, I must needs grow stronger. And I will, under your sage guidance. I look forward to our lessons to come. Ah, it nice slipped my mind. Sir Alberic wished to word with you. Please seek him out at the observatorium at your earliest convenience. Perhaps after you had a wander inside the congregation. They told me I was too old to take up arms against the Horde, but I couldn't possibly make a difference. Wasn't until the Wyvern came that I realized they were right. I believe even an old warrior can make a difference, but the Wyverns are powerful enemies. But I think with that little look in here, I end this episode. Next time we continue. I think I first go to Sir Alberic back at the observatorium, and then, if it is time, we go back to the main quest in House Fortams. Until then, I am Ace, and please don't get lost.